What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. It is speculated, rumored, hinted that Deontay Wilder is considering a lucrative DAZN deal, okay? And this is big news because this has been hinted for a long time. Apparently, John Skipper has contacted Team Wilder with an offer that looks very, very encouraging, look, tempting, and willing to happen. And I just listened to the podcast because he just finished live off of the Boxing Voice, and he simply stated that Showtime, he'll always have a good relationship with Showtime. He's not saying farewell with Showtime. You never burn your bridges. And he said that he will say goodbye for a little while. That means you're accepting a deal. But he said he's not disclosed. He's not telling us what the deal is, because he said some things shouldn't be said, which is kind of weird. But because he did say 12.5 million, the offer that Eddie Hearn offered him, to fight Joshua. So that's bullshit. But anyway, he didn't tell us what the deal is. Obviously, it's enough money to satisfy him, right? And it looks like it's going to happen, but we know from what he said that he's leaving Showtime for some type of offer. Me personally, me counterpunching that, I think Deontay Wilder, I don't think he's going anywhere. You know what I mean? I think he's using that. He's either leaving Showtime or he plans to stay with Showtime and use that as a bargaining deal. That's a bargaining chip for for him to come back to Al Haymon with Showtime and like, hey, they offered me this, so what can you do for me? You got Fury over here with a huge deal, Joshua with, fight by fight huge deals. What about the American champion? Showtime Fox is an American networks, okay? So what about him? And it makes a lot of sense. That's what I'm thinking that he'll do, but nothing's been confirmed yet. However, I think Deontay Wilder needs to do something quick. Even though he said it's not a race, he's happy for people. He's happy for the people that get these big deals because they risk their lives in the ring. Me hearing that, I would like to believe that, but I don't, because I think that Wilder was a bit jealous or envious that Tyson Fury got that deal instead of his own deal. The fact that Wilder felt that he was put down because the deal that was offered to Tyson Fury wasn't a good enough deal for Tyson Fury to keep. Instead, he went with another deal. You know what I mean? So that's what I think Wilder's mad about. I think he's mad because he got that damn deal. Because it's hard for me to believe that because of the comments. These guys are going back and forth. Now, and there's used to be a camaraderie between these two guys. Now that's not at all. None of that. None of that is happening now. So it's hard to me to believe that. Anyway, a deal has been offered to Deontay Wilder. Will he take it? We don't know. But if it had to be breaking news and DAZN is sinking their teeth into every fighter that's a free agent, and Deontay Wilder is a free agent, I guess, we'll see what happens. He did have a lot to say. He had a lot to say in this interview. I, of course, will do that when I have time to break that down, because the interview was very, very interesting, and I need the time, and I don't want to just cram it all into one video because, people got things to do, right? And so do I. But no, this is huge news, One thing I will say to end this video, that Deontay Wilder did say something that made a lot of sense. And when someone makes sense, I have to address it, good or bad. He said, look, when I get my deal, I want people to bring the same energy that they had when they heard of other people's deal when they hear about his own. And that makes totally perfect sense, you know? And I feel that people like prey on his downfall. You know, he is arrogant, I feel, but I felt that he hasn't been handled properly. However, I do feel that if he gets an opportunity to make money to better himself or his family, that's exactly what he should do. But in hindsight, you can't look at someone else like Tyson Fury and fault them for not taking your deal when you're about to sign a huge deal. You know what I mean? So that's that. And it's not really surprising because Eddie Hearn has offered him that money. You know, he's offered him a huge deal to fight Brazil. You know what I mean? So he has options. He's getting more and more options. So they want that champion. They want that fighter. DAZN, look, pay-per-view is coming to an end. I'm telling you. And he says he might join DAZN. That offer has to be very, very tempting. But yeah, I will be happy for him because, you know, he's, for once in his life, is getting that big deal that he needed from the beginning. You know? What took you so long? That's what I'm going to think. But again, I will be happy for that guy because that guy is the only one that's not getting deals. Period. So, yeah, I hope he joins DAZN. And I'm glad that because of the relationship with him and Eddie Hearn, he's able to go with someone else just like Al Hammond and Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Or Floyd Mayweather and Bob Arum. You know? That job had to be, that fight had to be done another way, another route, dealing with two different other people, both high on the totem pole, you know, and this is no exception. So good job. I hope this works. I hope Deontay Wilder does make a wise decision and land something guaranteed for him and his family. If he's talking about generational wealth, I hope this happens for him, you know, but anyway, he said he has other deals that are brewing. So if he picks another deal, good for him. But at least he will make a decision to do something besides the shit that he's been doing. And that I'm going to end with, you guys tell me what you think about this possible deal with DAZN. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.